In this video, I'm going to give you my 5 best tips for getting a better acoustic guitar sound without spending any money. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete and this is Studio Live Today, where I help you create, record and release your best music. And if you're playing acoustic guitar and you're trying to record it, whether it's on your iPhone, your iPad or any other digital audio workstation, you want to get the best quality sound going in because it makes your life a lot easier when you're mixing, mastering and releasing those songs if you have a quality part that you record up front. So how do you get better quality acoustic guitar recordings without spending a whole bunch of cash on additional gear? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my 5 best tips. Let's jump in now. Tip number 1 is around what I'm doing right now, which is standing. I prefer to play guitar standing. I get a better sound. I can get into my guitar parts better when I'm standing. If you prefer to sit, then sit down and make sure that you are comfortable when you're playing so that you can get your best performance. Tip number 2 is the positioning of your microphone. Most pros and experts suggest that you point the microphone slightly downwards and towards the 12th fret here on your guitar. That gives you a good balance between the neck and the body without it sounding too boomy or too tinny. So adjust it and play with it to get it to the right point, but make sure that you're not getting a really boomy sound from the body of the guitar or a really tinny, weak sound from the top. Get that balance in place. And the other thing, the reason that I point it downwards is when you're playing guitar, you will breathe and you don't want to get your breath. If you're breathing over the top of the microphone, you're going to get less of that breath noise going into the diaphragm, which is going to be a better sound and a cleaner acoustic guitar sound. Tip number 3, jewellery. Yes, take off anything that is on your hands or your wrists that could be clacking or crunching against your guitar. It's not going to be a good sound to go along with the rest of your track. So take off any rings, any bracelets, any watches before you record your part. Tip number 4 is about what you are wearing. You'll notice I'm wearing a t-shirt here. It has no buttons, I have no zippers, I have nothing here that is going to scratch around. There's nothing worse than hearing a scratching sound because it's rubbing against the buttons and it sounds a bit strange, but if you're wearing a button-up shirt, take it off, put on a t-shirt. You'll thank me when you're listening back to your recordings and you're not hearing a horrible scratching noise in your acoustic guitar sounds. Tip number 5 is related to that, and that is take everything out of your pocket. Your keys, your phones, your headphones, your wallets, anything that is going to make any sort of noise, that's going to hit on your guitar, that's going to scratch, that's going to do anything at all. And in fact, I should probably even be careful with the belt buckle that I'm wearing and the studs in my jeans because they could pose a problem. But because I'm playing my guitar up here, I should be okay. But just anything that is going to scratch on the surface of your guitar, make sure it's not in contact when you're playing because you want to remove as much noise as possible before you record. And a bonus tip number 6 is to make sure that your guitar is in tune before you record. I know it sounds simple, I know it sounds obvious, but I've heard too many great recordings ruined by one string being slightly out of tune. And I use and recommend this baby here, the Snark Tuner, because it clips straight on to the headstock of any guitar, and then you get a really clear readout of exactly how in tune or out of tune you are, and you can get your sound right before you start recording. And there you go, my 5 tips plus 1 for getting a better acoustic guitar sound without spending any additional money. If you've got any comments, questions or suggestions or your own tips for getting better acoustic guitar sounds, drop those in the comments below and I'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you'd like to check out some more videos all about recording, mixing and mastering guitar sounds, I'll link those down below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon in the top right corner, or head on over to studiolivetoday.com for even more audio goodness.